Hey everybody, welcome back to Leosophy. This is kind of a lay down video because I'm kind of tired, kind of wore out from today. Anyway, I'll get right to it. Why is it that when people are lost, they find that they've been going in circles? Good question. The chief reason for that is if you're right-handed, you actually aren't just right-handed, you're actually right-sided. And a lot of it has to do with how people lie in the womb. People right-handed, usually, statistically speaking, they favor their right eye and they favor their right leg. So they favor the entire right side. That's what I mean by right-sided. Similarly, people who are left-handed, they tend to, very rarely is somebody ambidextrous or cross-dominant in terms of vision, which means they favor one eye on the other side than the other, than what hand they use. As a result, people actually walk a little bit with their weight leaning toward the dominant side. And as a result, over a long span of time, especially over uneven terrain where you're maintaining your balance and as a result you're actually leaning even more on that side, you're going to have just enough of an angle towards that dominant direction to start curving a little bit. And over short distances or in places where you have a straight path to walk, like a sidewalk, you're just constantly correcting yourself. But in places where something like that doesn't exist, like the woods, you will find yourself moving a little bit curved and a little bit curved, not even noticing it, and going in a circle as a result. So that's how. Let's see. Question 2. What is dust? That's a fun one. Dust really isn't like a hard definition substance. It just means anything small enough that like just circulating air will pick it up. That's really it's more about size. It's kind of like with the ocean. You've got two types of organisms: plankton and nekton. Plankton just means that it's small, and nekton means that it's big. So a fish is nekton, a whale is nekton, a jellyfish is nekton. A fish fry that's like a speck, a baby lobster, larval lobster, whatever, a diatom, which is a kind of microscopic organism, all those things would be plankton. It's a question of size. So dust is really just something that's small. Most dust is actually, at least in somebody's house, is actually human skin. We as we grow, as we age, as we change, instead of molting like an invertebrate or shedding our skin like a reptile, we just lose it little by little in little tiny patches, and it adds up and it accumulates and it becomes dust. And then dust mites eat it, and then they defecate that out, and then that's also dust. That's the dust that people are more prone to be allergic to. So yeah, that's a quick question. Last question: is anything hotter than the sun? Actually, yeah. Plenty of other stars are hotter than the sun. And I'm trying to think. Sorry, I was just messaging somebody back. I'm trying to think of like what stars it is, because we're a yellow dwarf. I think it functions actually similar to how fire works. I think that white dwarfs and blue dwarfs are hotter than our sun. So there's stars that are hotter. And then just on Earth, lightning is something like 3 or 4 times hotter. The plasma, which plasma is a state of matter that people, for some reason, aren't usually taught in school, which I think is weird. But it's like hyper accelerated molecules become plasma, and lightning is plasma, and it is actually multiple times hotter than the sun, which is freaky to think about because people have been struck by lightning and survived. Of course, their exposure to lightning is within a tiny fraction of a second, but it's still weird to consider, isn't it? But yeah, so there you have it. That's all 3 questions. Wow, this is a really short video. Like, share, subscribe, and keep asking questions. Bye.